Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here. In today's video we're going to talk about two different things. So first and foremost, in the latest patch for Apex Legends they introduced network icons, and I wanted to touch a little bit on what they mean and what you can maybe do to fix these. I'll also redirect you guys to a video by Battle Nonsense, or actually many videos by Battle Nonsense, because he is, in my opinion, the network guy. So if you need to untangle your network or fix some congestion on your network or something like that, he has a lot of videos explaining how you can do all these different things. But I did want to touch on what each individual network icon means, and also show you guys how to actually choose the data center that Apex Legends is connecting you to. So I've heard a lot of people have issues with lag since the latest patch, a lot of people not getting connected to the proper servers in their region. That might be due to low player counts in that specific region, but you are able to choose which region or server you want to play in Apex Legends. It's just not straightforward as it might be with other games. So let's touch on the network icons first. So this one right here is the latency icon. So basically once your ping exceeds 170 milliseconds, you will get this icon. It can be for many different reasons. So either the server is too far away, it can be a problem with your ISP, it can be a problem with your router, there can be a myriad of reasons for which you would get this icon. Next we have this icon, which is packet loss. So this means that when your client is trying to send in information to the data center and then getting some back from the specific server that you're playing on, there are packets that are being lost, and this can cause rubber banding and can just give you a very poor gaming experience. Next we have this icon, which means that there is congestion on your network. So there's insufficient downstream bandwidth. So it can happen if you have a lower end internet connection and that Apex Legends doesn't have enough bandwidth to actually run the game properly. This doesn't happen when you run out of upstream bandwidth. However, same thing, it might be something with your internet service provider, with your router, so you really have to figure out the issues. And next we have prediction error. Now what this is, and that's the one I've been experiencing the most, the Apex Legends client is going to predict the input that the user gave it. So if you hit the A key and you move to the left, then it's going to predict that before sending the information to the server. Now if there is prediction error, that you can also experience rubber banding because the client mistakenly predicted what input you were trying to do, and then when it gave the information to the server and the server gave the information back to you, which is the client side, it will then correct that prediction, which will cause rubber banding. So if you pressed A, for example, and the server decides that you didn't really press A, then you're going to go back the way that you came from. Again, Battle Nonsense explains it very well in his latest Apex Legends netcode changes, which I strongly suggest you go check out. Now moving on to the second part of the video. You can change data centers in Apex Legends. Now it's not straightforward at all, it's not in the in-game menu. Load up Apex Legends. When you're at this screen here where it says continue, wait there for about 60 seconds roughly.
A few moments later.
Then hit escape, then press cancel. Then you should have the option appear on the bottom left hand side of the screen, data centers, and then you can choose which data center you want to connect to. So ideally you'd want to connect to the one that has the lowest latency to you. Now I would strongly suggest doing this if you feel like you're probably not getting connected to the right data centers, and even maybe after a couple of games, if you feel like the game is lagging or you're getting a lot of prediction errors or stuff like that, then close the game, restart it, and then choose the data center that you want to connect to avoid errors. Because I do feel as though currently there are a lot of connectivity issues, and I've heard a lot of people complain about lag or rubber banding, which is in my experience true, as I've been experiencing the prediction error quite a bit. So I do feel like there are a lot of connectivity issues that need to be resolved by the developers, and that we should also get the ability to choose the data center that you want to play in a straightforward manner, as opposed to going through this little 60-second gibberish to get to the data center menu. So anyways, I hope that this explains the network icons a little bit better. Once again, Battle Nonsense does a great video on the latest changes to the Apex Legends netcode, and I hope that you now understand how you can change data centers if you think that you're being put into the wrong ones depending on your region. Anyways, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.